Time now for Night Court, and we begin with a case of a 15-year-old girl from Detroit who was sent to juvenile detention by a judge for not doing her online schoolwork. Demonstrators in Birmingham, Michigan protesting that decision.
I graduated with a lot of children on probation, kids on probation that went to Michigan, and didn't do their schoolwork and went to Michigan. And so the difference between them and Grace is that they were white, and they were rich, and they could afford expensive lawyers.
All right, Night Court is now in session with tonight's Legal Eagles criminal defense attorney Bob Bianchi and also Washington Times legal affairs reporter and attorney Alex Swoyer. Welcome to you both.
Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon.
Okay, so there is more to this story. This young woman was apparently facing charges already for assault and theft. She was on probation. We'll get to what the judge had to say to her, but let's start with Exhibit A. This is a school psychologist who is also against what happened.
This girl should have never been put in Children's Village. This is absolutely outrageous. Most of the children who had to move to online learning struggled with it, let alone a child with a diagnosis of ADHD. It's absolutely unbelievable.
All right, Alex, first to you.
Yeah, my heart breaks for the family. However, I'm not really sure what the judge could have done differently. As you stated, she had larceny charges. Her assault was against her own mother on multiple occasions. At a certain point, if there's no repercussions, then there's no lesson learned, and the likelihood of her reoffending in the future increases. And we're talking about schoolwork, but part of the order was also that she wasn't supposed to be on electronics, and she was using her school laptop to surf the internet and not do her work.
Okay, so she was logged on. That takes us to Exhibit B. The judge said she hasn't fulfilled the expectation with regard to school performance. I told her she was on thin ice, and I told her that I was going to hold her to the letter, to the order of the probation. Bob, that judge did.
Yeah, this judge went rogue here, okay? First off, these offenses were very minor. She put the child on GPS tethering, counseling, and the kid was complying. The schoolwork issue was as a result of a caseworker listening to a comment that the mother had made. She filed the violation of probation against the child, but she never spoke to the teachers until 3 days later, and then in email documents, the teacher's like, she is doing well, she's doing her best. Her individual education plan can't be fulfilled by online training. She's vulnerable, as are many other students. She is working according to the same standards that the other students are, yet they went forward with it anyway. And this girl has been put in jail, essentially, after 24% of the population has been released, after a governor's order that said you only put juveniles in jail if they represent a substantial and immediate safety concern to the risk of others. She's in jail because she's got a disability and they weren't able to fulfill her IEP. It's ludicrous, Shannon.
Okay. Guys, we have a little bit of breaking news, so stick with us. We're getting